You and this person are destined to have this epic love story together. And with this Knight of Swords, I'm hearing finally those two got together. It feels like both of your spirit teams are very excited at the unfolding of events between the two of you. You have both answered the call to take steps towards one another, to open your minds, open your energy, open your heart, open your lives to the experience of what can unfold between the two of you. And this has been a long time coming. Either this has been like a very long saga that you've been in with this person, or there's a sense of like your spirit teams kind of like guiding you to this right place, right time moment where you have now crossed paths with one another and love can begin. This is, again, like an epic love story, something written in the stars long before you and this person were born. It feels like the kind of energy where this person is seeing that efforts that they make towards you to be very bold, to be very expressive, to follow their heart, that the universe responds very favorably to that. Like they take steps towards you, things go really well in their life. They hesitate or give into fear and doubt, and they may almost feel like stuck in other areas of their life. So there's a sense that this person is able to kind of connect the dots with the fact of like, hey, this is something that is not only inevitable, but is also in alignment with my highest good, highest interests. You might notice that as well. Times where you are giving into the energy of trust and belief, all areas of your life then open into that kind of like flow space. You are in alignment with abundance. Times where, fears and doubt kind of creep in, and you may hesitate or second guess what's happening or where you are in this connection at this point in time. And it feels like other areas of your life kind of come to a place of stillness. Not that that fear in any way is like blocking anything for you or this person, but it feels like it's like these increments of time where you're supposed to experience the fact that, like, of everything else you have going on in your lives at this point in time, this love story, this love connection, this is like the event of the century. It's like the event of the season. Both of your spirit teams are really excited for what the two of you can make happen between the two of you. This is like a cosmic love story on the earth plane. And so it feels like spirit source is really prioritizing this, like really wants this connection for the two of you. Yes, you have free will. Yes, you're living your human lives and your human experiences, so you can determine charging forth towards this, moving off in other directions, a necessary period of time of needing to like confront those fears, take those moments of stillness in order to kind of like get back on the horse and move forward once again towards one another, towards looking at this connection and looking at one another with open eyes and open arms. And it feels like this is somebody who has definitely recognized that on the times where they've been very proactive about that, it's not just that they are satisfied within themselves, but again, like other circumstances in their life, it unlocks the door and things go really well for them. We also have the Four of Wands, so it feels like this person almost feels like it's just you and me. It only needs to be you and me. This is something that, they're open to kind of whatever your idea of happily ever after looks like, but this may be something where they're very excited to have finally aligned with someone who maybe doesn't want kids, maybe is like, ick, ew, I don't like kids, I don't want to have like a traditional sort of, domestic situation like other people have. Maybe this is the type of circumstance where you're beyond childbearing years or they're older and it's kind of like, it's just going to be the two of us, baby, so let's get comfortable and kind of building that reality. And that makes me very happy. I don't feel like I've missed out on anything because I've got you. This is something where maybe the dynamic between the two of you, it's kind of like an odd couple, or what on the surface could look like sort of a mismatch. There could be differences between the two of you that this person doesn't see as challenges and obstacles. They see these things as like the perfect recipe. You're perfect for them in their eyes. They love the fact that your connection draws attention from other people. It adds to a level of excitement. This is somebody that almost wants to like showcase or show off kind of the unique nature of your connection, whatever that dynamic is going to look like. They're not wanting to kind of like, tuck themselves away and just sort of hide out with you somewhere. This is something where this person wants to be seen. They feel most comfortable in kind of this boldness with you. Yes, this is a person that I choose. This is the person that chooses me. And again, this kind of like higher energy, this kind of like source energy, or their spirit team, their spirit guides, their angels, they can sense, is giving them a lot of encouragement, a lot of applause when they are very like bold in terms of, making their intentions known towards you, or even just internally opening up and starting to kind of like dream or fantasize about that idea of what happily ever after, stability, partnership, getting together in that long-term relationship, marriage, or for some of you that are like, you don't believe in marriage and it's just you're together for a long-term sense, whatever that looks like, there's a lot of positive reinforcement that they're getting, to be very unapologetic about that you fit into one another's lives, or you've come into one another's lives at this particular time for a reason. Your brand of happiness doesn't need to look like other people's brand of happiness. And this person is very excited about what they know about you so far, what they've experienced about you so far, that you connect and resonate on the same level of what they consider to be like a well-lived life. Their idea of success equates with your idea of success. Things that they chose not to have in their life, or the opportunity kind of passed them by. Others may have looked at them and thought like, oh, poor that person, like took pity on them in some sort of way, or made them feel like they were missing out on something. This is somebody that feels like, I'm not missing out on anything at all. I've missed nothing because I have found love. I have found this connection. I'm connected with this person, with you, the viewer, and we are building our own little piece of happiness that only needs to make sense to us. But again, rather than kind of running away and hiding and enjoying that, it's almost like this person wants to kind of like throw that in the face of everybody who, might have kind of clucked their tongues and sort of looked at this person over the years and been like, oh, they missed out. It's too bad. Hopefully they kind of find happiness somewhere, or, the life that they're living. It's good that they have something going on, but they missed out on kind of the fullness of what life can look like. There's something about like this connection with you as it is right now, and what they see happening like further down the road, that it feels like it's going to prove all of those kind of like well-meaning naysayers. These aren't people that were like casting judgment on them, but this is something where it was almost like they felt that people were sort of like, yeah, it's too bad that their life turned out as it was. It's a pity. But this is somebody that like you make them very kind of like happy. You make them very satisfied. Like that level of joy, they feel like that's what counts. That's what matters. That makes them, kind of the person that wins, or the person that won in the end, as compared to, the picture that other people have created for themselves, that they live inside, or that they painted for the world to see about. This is stability. This is success. This is happiness. This is kind of like, this is what matters. This is what makes somebody rich in life. This person sees it like what the two of you have, what you're creating, what you're building, that seems to be very supported by the divine. This is the richness of a connection. This is the richness of a love story. They love the fact that it looks different from everybody else's, because there's almost a sense of kind of feeling that it could showcase for other people, or model for other people. Hey, there's different ways of living. There's different ways of being. Happiness doesn't just come in one design. It comes in many different possibilities, and I have found that unique possibility for myself. We also have the High Priestess. Yeah, so this is somebody that is very open to the infinite potentials between the two of you. Whatever that kind of dream life built in the here and now, the reality of that, whatever that looks like for the two of you, this is somebody that's fully on board with that. This is somebody that does not feel that this connection needs to conform to other standards. They don't care if the two of you are outliers. They don't care if it draws attention, positive or negative. This is somebody that is like, I feel that I have been led to you. I feel that you have been led to me. We've got this unique connection, this sort of deep bond, the universe, spirit team, like this person is consciously acknowledging like their spirit team gives them a lot of applause, or again, kind of other areas of their life, like as far as abundance are concerned, really start to sort of amp up when they are participating in this connection fully, when they're open to this connection fully. They understand that it's like divinely sanctioned, divinely guided, divinely supported. And so this is something where, they are open to that. They're open to whatever happens. However, you are both guided, ways in which they can consciously choose to, sort of harness that idea of like divine timing and sort of turn the hands of time forward according to their own will. They want all of that. They want to uncover all of the layers. What are the aspects of your life that you felt you missed out on something? How can this love pour in, to those kind of like empty spaces within and fill that up with some other sense of joy or fulfillment? What are the ways in which you've been craving someone that might connect with you in a deeper level in terms of unique ways in which you look at sort of the well-lived life or what makes a successful life that maybe people around you or society doesn't necessarily support that or doesn't agree that like, yeah, that's the secret to happiness, that makes for somebody that has kind of like succeeded in life. This person wants to explore that, wants to see how those kind of points can intersect with one another so that you can kind of just march to the beat of your own drum with one another. Live a life others don't need to understand. The idea of that is very exciting to this person because they feel that they have like met their match in you, somebody that also is a bit kind of divergent in terms of, again, like more of traditional roles, a traditional structure as far as, white picket fence, 2.5 kids, like that might not be your dream life. It might not be this person's dream life, but they feel like with you, there's a sense of like we can create our own little piece of heaven on earth. And I like the fact that it looks different from everyone else. I like the fact that it's going to be mysterious to everyone else. They're not going to be able to fathom that. They're not going to be able to wrap their mind around it. They may still look at the two of us like, oh, poor them, pity them. Good they have each other or they found each other. At least that's the consolation prize. They have that. But contrary to that being the reality, this person is almost like other people won't know kind of like what they've missed out on, like a unique sort of joy that we are able to have and create with one another that is better than all of those other kind of trappings of normalcy that other people have like created for themselves or have found in themselves, where they found their own type of happiness, but it's different than the happiness that this person knows that they can have with you. We also have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, so this person is very devoted to you. If you don't have kids, if you're not interested in having kids, you can't have kids, you're past childbearing age, it would just be the two of you. This person loves the fact that it's like, yeah, let's just focus on one another. It's just you and me, baby. Let's spoil each other. Let's go out and like not have anybody to answer to, not have these other kind of responsibilities that tether us. Let's just indulge in this love between the two of us. We deserve that. We've earned that. That is the key to happiness. Devotion to one another. That is something where this person doesn't feel like they will have missed out on anything. They don't feel that that is a void space. They don't feel that that is something that there is anything lacking. They feel like, yeah, I was, positioned in my life in a solitary fashion in order to connect with you, also positioned in your life in a solitary fashion so that we could just pour that love into one another, so that we could nurture one another, so that we could explore that full kind of expression and experience with one another. The idea of that kind of like dream life or stability or family, like whatever that looks like for other people, great. That's their idea of happiness. That's their wish fulfillment. But for the two of us, this person is almost just like, it just needs to be you and me. It just needs to be you and I. You're all I need, and I hope that I'm all that you need as well. We also have the Lovers. So again, this person is seeing a lot of signs, synchronicities, maybe things that are coming through in terms of like downloads, visions, dreams, or if they kind of like meditate, they may be kind of tapping into this energy during meditation, and they're getting a lot of positive reinforcement from their spirit guides, from source, from their angels, from their ancestors, that you are the type of person that they have been meant to connect with. You are the individual that is kind of the other protagonist within this kind of like epic love story. That it's a sense of like, when I'm with you, the rest of the world disappears. All I see is this love. All I see is you through the eyes of love, and I see myself in your eyes also reflected as pure love. This is somebody that is very protective over this connection. This is somebody that wants to stand beside you, hold your hand out in the light of day. They don't care what other people think. This is somebody that feels like in general is very self-assured. They in general do not care what other people think about them. But certainly as far as this love is concerned, there's a sense like it doesn't need to make sense to anyone other than the two of us. And I know that kind of the higher realms are definitely in support of, definitely love this connection for the two of us. Totally support this relationship. That is all the backing that I need. Aside from my own self-assurance and the fact that my heart chooses you, if I was in need of any kind of like reinforcement, any sort of second opinion, I'm trusting in all of the signs that I am getting that encourage me to step forth to you. You align with the spirit of abundance, like just in general in this person's life, as they've made choices to move forward towards more abundance or to cultivate more of that within themselves. It helps them to be able to kind of like see this connection more for what it is, to receive the energy that you put forth, the effort you put forth, to give from a more honest and thorough place. And so it feels just inevitable, but also like there's choice involved, like their free will, the best option is to participate in this. The inevitability that you have been led into one another's lives at this point in time, and your spirit teams are kind of just putting on that pressure, encouraging this person to continue to take steps forward towards you, encouraging you to remain open and to reciprocate with them in your own way. All of that, it feels like this person is really recognized, is getting a lot of positive response. They trust in that. They trust in the experience between the two of you in the here and now. It doesn't need to look like everybody else's version of happiness, because it's the right version of happiness, because it's the one that makes sense to the two of you. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. Like or comment to claim these energies. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more content that I put out here. Don't forget to hit the bell button to get notifications every time I post a new video. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link for that below. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.